Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this brand new day. Definitely a thumbs up. Someone in comments said yesterday, it's like there's a prime example of someone who doesn't know what to do with their hands. The thing is, I do know what to do with my hands. I talk with my hands, have talked with my hands my entire life. I don't feel awkward or like, what am I going to do with my hands? They operate independently of my consciousness. It's like with my, just the fact that I don't have to use a whole lot of brain power to keep my mouth running. I don't necessarily talk about intelligent things, but I am able to keep my mouth running even when I'm thinking about other things. Not necessarily a good talent, but hey, there you go. Thumbs up. Anyway though, a couple things this morning. I've actually got stuff written down on a topics list, but I also have something that I wanted to talk about that I thought about that was not against, but has nothing to do with that. I have this game on one of these re-release multi-things, Prince of, I guess it's pronounced more like Qin, Q-I-N. It's a action RPG taking place in, quote-unquote ancient China, probably like medieval times. I can't remember the exact time. But it's fun. It came out in 2002, so it's been a time. But the one thing I wanted to talk about, that part just real quick, is pre-communist takeover, pre-authoritarian, totalitarian government. Chinese history is actually just amazing. Bloody amazing country. Just like even Russia itself, up until the communist throwover and then the totalitarian, authoritarian takeover. Fascinating history. Not so fascinating once the communist government took over, but, life is life. My voice. And of course, oh my God, I woke up 4 o'clock last night. Now, normally I could just kind of flip-flop and, turn side to side. Well, this time I was on my right side. I turned over onto my left side. Tried to. Halfway there, from my knees down, every single muscle in both legs, I could suddenly feel trying to cramp up. Now that was rough. Because I could feel, in fact I can still feel in my calves right now, my chair's still at an angle and my spine's at an angle. I could feel and can still feel all the muscles individually twitching inside of my calves. And you have a lot of muscles there because, your calf muscles control your toes. And all the muscles of your feet. That's where that all happens. And so I can still feel them twitching and doing things inside of there. And it's not a pleasant feeling. Especially since I rolled over and immediately my feet were like trying to go, oh, we're going to cramp. We're going to stretch out and we're going to cramp. So I pull back this way and then go, okay, we're going to cramp in this direction and then pull up. And so I'd have to bring them down and then try to stay in the middle. And then if any movement, we're going to cramp to the left. Okay, let's go to the right a bit. We're going to cramp to the right. It was horrific. I mean, immediately snap awake because you can't sleep when you've got cramps in any part of your body. So, of course, more sympathy and all for anyone who suffers any kind of repeated monthly cramping. I am so sorry. But for a half hour, I tried to sleep to see if I could, because eventually it stopped trying to cramp, but it was like always on the edge, and like I say, I can feel the muscles pulling and twitching all over each individual muscle inside of my legs, just go from the knees down, just twitching, each individual one pulling and twitching, and I don't know why. Especially since I take potassium tablets. Not often, not much, but yesterday I took 2 potassium tablets because I felt some twinging in my legs. Now, if you have not enough potassium, your muscles can't relax and they cramp. You have too much potassium, your muscles can't contract, they're too relaxed. So how come after I take extra potassium, suddenly my legs are going nuts. I can tell when I don't have enough potassium because my whole body starts cramping. I mean, it's not just my legs. I will have the muscles in my abdomen. Every time I use a muscle there, it starts to cramping in my arms and stuff. It's like, I need to take a potassium tablet or eat some bananas now. So, I don't know what's going on in my legs, but it's not fun. I did, on the other hand, after having not gone walkies for about a week, which could be part of it, I had to walk to the store last night. First time I'd been out in a week, walkies. And I still pushed at a good 4 miles per hour on my way to the store, and then at a more relaxed pace coming back because it was raining hard. And so that could be part of it. Especially since I live in southern Shelton, which is up in hills. And so I had to climb up on that last quarter mile. Thumbs up. So at least I'm at walkies. I just wish it hadn't, well, I don't know if it has anything to do with my cramping in my legs. I don't know what's causing that, but I certainly don't like it, and hopefully it'll stop soon. Thumbs up for that. You gotta love pain, suffering, death, and violence. Well, no. Now, another one of the things I want to talk about, because I've talked about this one a couple times, what I think is the word, stupid word, simp. Now, I've done some more studying on the term. Now, I've called it an incel term. Then I talk about the misogyny behind it. Apparently, though, once again, something from another culture made horrible by white people. Apparently, it has been a large black culture term and used a lot in hip-hop and rap, and it meant a lot of things, but primarily it was like simpleton. You're simple. You're stupid. Or more basic, not necessarily stupid. You're just simple. And that's largely what it's been used as. But of course, once the misogynists and 4chaners and racists and bigots and alt-righters got hold of it, now simp means if you treat women with even a modicum of respect and care, you're a simp. Because men good, females bad. So once again, thanks white people. And I say this as one. Even though for me, I mean, I live with my privilege from my color all around me. If my skin had been of any other color, or had I been of another gender, I don't think I'd be living in a house right now with all of the stuff that's happened to me. It's been privilege that has kept me with enough avenues and going and that to keep me in a house going and such. So I guess I gotta thank privilege. But it was just pointing out that how nice, once again, we've destroyed a term. But the next reason I wanted to talk about it still is, I can't remember if I've talked about this one before at the actual point. But there are a lot of people that hate the word, and I'm sorry about this, everyone. They hate the word moist. That seems to be one of the most hated words. A lot of people just have a visceral ugh, that's a horrible word, moist. But they've done studies on that, and they tried other words that sound just like it. And no one has a problem with that. It is being hypothesized that the reason moist is such a word that is so hated by so many people is not the actual word itself, it's the implications. It has more of a body feel to it. If you talk about something that's moist, you're usually talking about like eyes, blood, wounds, orifices where things come out. Wetness of body type, moist body tissues. That seems to be the issue. Now, I don't have a problem with this. I worked for 15 years in healthcare, and I was amazed myself when I discovered that this stuff like this doesn't bother me. I mean, I used to eat sandwiches while holding people over so that my nurse could clean their wounds of a fist-size hole in their flesh so she could clean it, change the dressing, and rebandage. Now, I would be well far away so that my sandwich wasn't going to hurt anything, but the smells and the sights and the procedures didn't bother me. I can watch people getting their flesh hacked off and blood coming out and all that, and I'll be going, wow, that's pretty neat. I'll eat my soup and I'll have a sandwich and then I'll ask for dessert while I'm watching. And I know there's a lot of people that can't do that. So I don't have a problem with the term moist. You know what I do have a problem with? What word? Minus the body implications of the word moist, I hate the word simp for a lot of reasons that people don't like the word moist. It's just, I don't like the way it sounds. It bothers my brain and my ears. Why? I don't know. Obviously, I have something down below that is being triggered by the term that's affecting me up here. So I've got one hand the irritation of the misogynist, and on the other hand I've got the something going on inside where I don't know what it is that's going ew when I hear that, and the bubbles of ew come up out of my subconscious. So why? No ideas. All I know is for like those people that can't take the body part of the word moist, I just don't like the word simp. It's ugh. It's just too icky. And then, of course, a few other things. Well, one more thing that I've got written down here. I watched this some time ago, and I wasn't sure if it was a real thing. And I admit, got my evidence of it being a true thing. I could do actual research, but why? By watching John Oliver last week tonight talking about the same issue over in India. The cops there and the whole nation are kind of taking this, on the one hand, very seriously. On the other hand, I mean, how can a mask doesn't help unless you wear it properly. So the cops over there aren't wearing masks in the videos I've seen. So yeah, that's life. But they are still taking it seriously. When the cops find people out and doing things like going to church or just out, they carry these long, like rattan sticks, and they smack people with them. They beat them with these sticks until they break up and go home. It doesn't matter if it's church. It doesn't matter if they're walking on the street. They will get up and start beating people with these things, saying, go home. Some of them have gone even further than that. They smack people with the sticks, but before they chase them off, they make them do exercises first. Everybody that's gathered here, you're doing 15 squats. Now, get home. Smack, smack, smack. I like that. That's taking it seriously. I mean, over in Italy, hearing some of the mayors go on to TV and talk, they said, like, if you're going to have people coming over to your place and having parties, we're sending the cops over with flamethrowers. They're taking it seriously. And so, of course, over here in the United States, because of the one branch of people and the constant flow of misinformation coming from some part of government, we have a whole bunch of people that are insisting that not only is there no problem here in the United States, but they're going and trying to disrupt hospitals, because with all this happening, it looks like the hospitals are empty because they cut off all the elective stuff, only in the emergency stuff. So yeah, of course the places look empty. They're getting ready and taking care of the people inside. Oh my God, this country. We are all going to die. I can just hope that we're going to come out of this okay. Part of it is on a grim note, though. A lot of the people that we're having problems with, anti-science and keeping people hurting and keeping government crushing people and helping the rich, These are the people that are thinking this. Whoa, I gotta edit that one. This Covfefe bug is just a hoax, and the bug is ravaging their communities. We might not have to worry about them. But over to the other camera. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab, and I'm going to go through. Gosh darn it. I got a glob of something caught down here. I took some dabs before I started, and so it's stuck. I hate that. But I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And if I got lost, as I likely will, it just happens. I do my best, but with my brain damage from alcoholism, my fibromyalgia, my untreated ADHD, and of course, as stated, I have to partake of THC products beforehand because of chronic pain. Thumbs up. So, let me call up my Chrome after I make sure I'm centered because of my OCD light. We have Fat Tiki, thumbs up and thank you. Ezekiel Williams, greatly appreciated. Pie, thumbs up and thank you. Kev, greatly appreciated, and thumbs up, thank you that you're back. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Fit Cow Tao, thumbs up and thank you. Eli M, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in the comments. And Russian Timing, good to see you as well. Elder Wolf 569, thumbs up and thank you for the advice. Then we have Tim, greatly appreciated. Mini Night Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. Burped 2, I like the name. Then we have Colin Reisner, greatly appreciate. Kenneth Landon, thumbs up and thank you. Honey Chan 3, thumbs up. Christian S, greatly appreciate. Protector Drone, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you in the comments, definitely a thumbs up. Then we have Dylan Lamiel, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. And Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you much. Little Syrup, greatly appreciate. Cardboard Frog, thumbs up and thank you. Then we have Scrungy, thank you very, very much. Tommy Nelson, greatly appreciate. And last but not least, Denial, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Each and every one of you. Back over to this camera. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Definitely a thumbs up, greatly appreciated. And if you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Now, if you wanted to help me out but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. If you could check that out, that would be cool. If you wanted to help support me but didn't want to send money at all, I also have an Amazon wish list link down below with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that'd be very cool. Do not feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up for that. Centered? Moderately. So I have this video, I have another video to edit and render, I've got one to record, to edit and render, and of course, I'm trying to do my game channel as well, which means I'm going to have to actually cut down on videos on this channel. I think I'm going just to 2 videos daily on this one, vlog, and then game, and then whatever wild and weird stuff I happen to come up with, you know, in the meantime. And then my 3rd daily video over on the game channel. So we shall see. Definitely a thumbs up. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And then this is how I have to do this, because I use my PlayStation as the DSLR. So what I'm going to do is just turn this off and